when finances meet.
Building wealth God's way.
Leaving legacy.
1322 Live.
Hosted by Britt Smith, CPA.
More than money.
This is Kingdom.
This is Kingdom.
1322 Live.
By Britt Smith.
CPA.
Hello and welcome to 1322 Life. I'm so happy to be with you guys today. Thank you for those that are here. We're going to start with prayer, but I hope that you guys are loving the new setup that we've been putting together for you guys. So we took the week off to get everything situated to really give you a more professional feel, and I'm loving it. All right, so first I'm going to start with praying us in as always, and then we're going to get into our Thorn letters. Father God, I just want to say thank you for waking each and every last one of us up this morning, allowing us to see another day. Thank you for all of the people that have served our country, those that we have lost in honor of Memorial Day today. God, I just thank you for just covering every single soldier, sailor, Marine, just every single military personnel and their families. God, I thank you for the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice that they've given for this country. I thank you for the freedoms that we have in this country. And I thank you for just covering all of us. Thank you for all that you're doing in each and every last one of our lives. And thank you for the ability to build and create wealth as according to your word in Deuteronomy. So God, I thank you for you giving us the ability to create wealth. I thank you for this time to be together. And I thank you that you even gave me this platform to be able to reach others and help them learn how to build wealth your way. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so happy Memorial Day. I'm so excited. Today's a good day. First off, can we just get into my hair? I just got my new hair products, and so I'm feeling myself today. So, but we will be getting into some really good Thorn letters. I have been missing this. We have some juicy ones picked out, and I can't wait to just be able to hopefully help others that may be going through similar situations. So as you know, right now our Thorn letters are coming from Reddit, but we want to hear from you, our listeners. So please, you can go ahead and click the link. You see it right here, but also it's inside of the description. Please feel free to click that link at any time. Send us in your Thorn letters, and I will be reading one of yours in an episode very soon. But until then, we're reading off of Reddit. So maybe you have a situation that is similar. Some of these stories that we read are months old, years old. Some of them are only a day old. It just depends, right? So we may not be helping exactly that particular person, but we can help you. So if you would like for us to hear about what's ailing you, what's troubling you, and what is causing maybe some strife in your life, what's the thorn in your side, like Paul had, maybe we can actually help remove that thorn. Paul didn't get to have his thorn removed, but you can if you write in for your Thorn letter today. All right, so let's get into it. First, we have, what are my options around helping my parents with their financial situation? And so my parents are in their 50s and are first generation immigrants, so they built their life on nothing. They unfortunately have built up a lot of debt to support myself and my sibling with school and living expenses. And they don't have financial literacy, so they haven't been smart with growing their money and budgeting. That's most of America, you know. I'm trying to get more details on how bad their situation is because I hear bits and pieces about them drowning in debt and I'm concerned. But once I understand their situation, what is an acceptable level of support I can provide them? Considering that I make around $4,000 a month and don't have an emergency plan, working on it, it just sucks to see them struggle. My dad once expressed with sadness that he doesn't feel like they can ever enjoy life financially anytime soon because he doesn't feel like retirement is near. This is after I broke it to him that he likely won't afford to retire in his 60s. They barely take vacations or take themselves out to eat, and when they do, it's all on credit. I tell them not to spend on wants, but then they feel a sense of depression being stuck at home and not treating themselves to enjoyable things. Anyway, any word of encouragement helps. I'm 28 for reference. Would love to hear from people in the same boat as me, but all thoughts are welcome. I want to learn how I can help my parents and what my options are. Edit, we live in Canada. All the info I know so far is they have roughly $200,000 mortgage. Okay, not bad. $80,000 in other credit. Okay. Dad has pension building for 10 years now, working for a federal company as a truck driver. Mom is a PSW. So that's usually like a social worker. I go to therapy, and this is a topic I chat about a lot. It hurts me to see them struggle, but I have no clue what to do. In a few years, my BF and I will marry, and he's willing to support my parents a bit financially when we merge our finances. But even then, I don't want to throw money at them without understanding my options. So this is definitely coming from a beautiful heart posture place. I think that first and foremost, you just have to be able to increase your own income. $4,000 a month is not a lot. And so I would say increasing your income is going to be the biggest thing to help you to help them. And not relying on a future husband to do so, but you actually doing some work yourself for your parents if that is your heart's desire. You and this boyfriend may or may not get married, and he may or may not actually end up helping your parents. So it needs to be based on what your financial situation is. And so you need to get a better job. You need to hustle hard, and you need to increase your income that you have coming in so that you have more than enough to be able to take care of them and you, if that is your true desire. Your options are unlimited. It's up to you. If you make more money and you have more than enough coming in, if you're able to triple your income in the next 2 to 3 years, getting some good skill sets there. Like if you could triple your income and just be bringing in like $12,000 a month, how much of it could you give to your parents? Depends on what your other goals are, but you can maybe give a substantial amount, a couple $1,000s a month or whatever the case may be, and that could really help them. So your plan is to go ahead and level up in life, to get promotions, to get a better job, to review what it is that you're doing with your career, because I didn't hear that. I just know how much you're making. So it's just depending on what field you're in and if it's lucrative, if there's enough room for growth and what things you can do to get better skills and up level and get promotions and get more income coming in, so that then you can have the ability to take care of your parents and yourself. So that would just be my suggestion for you. Do with it what you will, but that's my suggestion. You need to increase your income substantially and get your own emergency fund in place. And then you can subsidize some of your parents' housing. The sky's the limit once your money is flowing like it should be. But until then, you have very limited funds and there's not much you can do. I mean, unless you're living under their roof and paying mortgage there or something. Otherwise, you got to take care of your own housing, and that probably, what you're making is probably just enough to cover that. All right, so here's the next one. This person said, I'm scared to tell my family my financial situation. So I'm a 19-year-old female, if that matters, but I moved out of my mom's house a couple months ago, and things were going fine with rent and making my car payments until last month. My car payment, for whatever reason, didn't go through, so now there's interest, fees, and I can't afford anything more than the monthly. They're threatening repossession, and I had to cancel my insurance just to make the payment, and I don't know what to do. I'd asked my mom for help, but she's also struggling, and I don't want to add anything onto that. Does anyone know any quick ways to make money? At this point, I'll do anything just to get back up on my feet. That's odd. If the payment didn't go through, you should still have the money available in there to just pay it. So it sounds like the payment didn't go through. You thought it went through, and then you used the money for other things thinking you had more money available. They usually do not repossess over one missed payment. So what I would do is just work out a payment plan, and I would definitely not cancel insurance. I would get the insurance back going. If you're having a car note that's just a couple $100, like $200 to $300 a month, you need to have your insurance back, but then you can just go ahead and work doing Spark, Instacart, Doordash, whatever for a week, and you'll have that extra income. So outside of your regular job, just go do Instacart, Doordash, whatever the case may be. add an extra $300 to your money that week and you're good. So this is like a really simple thing. Sometimes, it seems like an astronomical amount, and I understand, like, she's 19. So of course it's going to feel like a ton, but it's really no big deal. This is an easy fix. There's no reason to cancel insurance. That was not a good move or a safe move at that age. Get the insurance back right now and, just make the additional payment. And you don't have to go to mom. You can just make the additional payment. So if you're in the US and if you have like a bank like Navy Federal, they usually have that oops. So it has like an extra $500 available that you can use. And that could be an option too. This one, marriage, parenting advice, and balancing personal time. My husband and I cannot agree on one specific argument we've had since having children. Let me start by saying he's an active dad and helps more than most men from what I hear, and he's a great dad. On Saturday morning, he said he wanted to go fishing, which I said no problem and stayed home with the kids. Sunday morning rolls around and I kind of expect that he will get up with the kids, make coffee, etc. But when the kids come in, he rolls over and keeps sleeping, so I get up, which generally isn't a huge deal. But when I mention to him it's annoying that I had to again, since he didn't the day before, he gets mad and said he doesn't owe me for getting to go fishing. I feel like if a partner gets to go out for a personal time, then the other parent should get equal time or help. Whether he owes it is kind of subjective, or am I way off base here? He gets really pretty angry anytime I mention helping more if he had personal time recently, and now I'm wondering if I'm the problem or how to communicate my expectations better. I'll add that we both work full time, so weekend time is pretty valuable. This is definitely not necessarily finance related. I'll answer this one this time, but yeah, usually I wouldn't do this one. I think, okay, more than most men is not the bar. The bar is whatever you two have agreed on as husband and wife. That's it. I don't care what Jim, Joe, Bob doing. I don't care. Like, if this is your husband, it's based on you guys' expectations, not the world's expectations. Like, for instance, most men, let's say most men don't take out the trash. But in your marriage, you expect your husband to take out the trash. Like, does it really matter what other men are doing if he only, like, if he's not taking out the trash all the time? Like, now your house is funky. So, I mean, like, let's get off of the most men, because it doesn't matter what most men are or aren't doing. I think that it's pretty petty, though, if it's just like, oh, you got a day break, so now you need to do X, Y, Z. Just how is the normal flow? The normal flow should be that, hey, we both help each other. We both take care of our children. We both wake up for them or get them ready. We both kind of like alternate, and that should just be it. It shouldn't be complaining about being a parent. If you felt like sleeping in, sleep in. Like, I don't understand. I think that where the frustration is, it seems like maybe he's getting some more alone time than you feel like you're getting for yourself, and you have not communicated that, and maybe, just maybe, you guys haven't really, found a good flow that works for you, that you both feel like is fair. Because I think you don't think it's fair. I think you're kind of like maybe the default parent. And you're like, he's a man, so he doesn't have to do as much because he already does more than most men, so I should be grateful. No. You both made the child. You both take care of the children. Like, that's it. So figure out what works for you guys. Learn how to communicate that. Both of you need to learn how to communicate a little bit better. And then go from there. All right. So this one. My sister removed me from family group chat because I refused to give so much money for the never-ending request for parental allowance. So let's see. So my siblings and me have been contributing monthly allowance for my aged parent. My aged parent has been squandering most of the home allowance, and my sister has been pressuring me and my other brother to give more monthly allowance. I told my sister I don't earn much and only willing to give so much money monthly. Today, my sister keeps asking me to add more money to the contribution because my parent and the maid have no money to buy meals. Talks as if they are spending on Michelin dishes. So my sister said even if I added more money to the contribution, still not enough. And she keeps emphasizing how low her salary is currently and how much she contributed previously to the household. But mind you, I don't earn much, so how can she compare in this way? She has an honors degree and I only have a high school certificate. And I was getting frustrated, so I spammed the family group chat with these words. Enough is enough. Today she removed me from the group chat. I don't think I want to ever talk to her anymore. No more trying to negotiate and crawl back to the family group chat because my request is not respected. Am I wrong? I also have other commitments and my mental health is not that great. No, you're not wrong. It sounds like mom or dad needs to be on a budget. If they don't know how to be on a budget, the budget will teach them how to be on a budget. Like, if your kids are your retirement plan, but then you just want to spend endlessly, like there's a never ending well of cash, is insane. I understand taking care of parents and honoring them in that way. I do not take care of my parents, by the way, though, so mom don't get any bright ideas. But like, that is like insane. That is insane to me. I would just, what you gave is what you gave. They need to learn how to stay within that limit. There's no going destitute so that they can keep eating out like crazy. Eating out is probably one of the biggest things that people misspend their money on. That's just been my experience with all the clients that I've helped, and even at my own home. Food is our issue. It is definitely our issue because it's a human need. So it's like you could really justify it, and then being social and talking to others, that can be seen as a need. You need a social life, you need to chat with others. But who said? And then you need date nights. But who said that you had to spend that much money on the food? Who? So I mean, no ma'am, no sir, not doing it. And I wouldn't care about that little group chat either. If you had to spam it, like I would kick you out too for spamming it. But yeah, no biggie. All right, this one. Mom has secret debts that she won't tell us about, but keeps borrowing money. Help, please. Hello, everyone. First time posting on Reddit because my family is in a desperate situation. My mom comes from a very small town, grew in poverty, met my dad, who also grew up in poverty, and got married. They both managed to study a career despite their situation and start working. They bought a house, owned a car, sent me and my brothers to private schools. I don't know how many years ago, but she got so many credit cards and was heavily in debt. She never told my dad until she asked for thousands to pay off her debts. He helped, but she went again into debt. I remember growing up seeing many notices of asset seizure. Somehow he knocked some sense into her, cut off all her credit cards and paid everything. They were good a couple years. 2024, I wanted to study a career that was only available in another city. My brothers are working and on their own, so they assured me it was possible for me to do it. My dad had the full money up front, the career, rent, and food. He gave it to my mom and she was giving it to me monthly. He just found out she's been asking to her friends, her sisters, my dad's sisters, my cousins, just every single person she met for thousands and thousands, saying it was because she was single-handedly paying for me, which is absolutely not true. My dad finds out, confronts her, but no matter what, she just won't say what she's spending all of this money on. Not even how much she owes and how many people. So dad talks directly to the people he knows she owes money to and pays himself. Or he would give the money to her, but she won't pay what she owes. That money disappears and she asks for more loans. Last straw is a friend of my dad who was living in the U.S. came back, is staying at my parents' house because he was very good friend with my dad. He had his 2 rings worth $50,000 U.S. She took them and pawned for almost nothing. Is this woman a drug addict? What is going on? Dad figures it out, confronts her. She cries, but she just won't say why is she asking for so much money. Where is she spending it or why? Dad ended up giving her the money to bring back those rings because theft? Absolutely not. She goes to the pawn shop but only brings one, says they asked for more money for the other ring, which we don't even know if it's true. What is this woman doing with so much money? She never buys anything for herself or the house. She has no other assets, cars, property. She's not giving money to any relative. She doesn't do drugs, by the way. Not even alcohol or gambling. We are certain of that. I'm not certain. Also, I talked to my dad today. He said when I was on elementary school, she lied about not having classes and brought me and my brother back. And auntie, dad's sister said that was not true. Her son went to the same school and she knew we weren't allowed in because she was months behind payment. Again, owing thousands and thousands that dad ended up paying so we could go to school. Well, this man must be really great with money and really has it. I'm sorry if I'm just barfing so much info, but this is just outrageous to me because she even has the nerve to sleep very comfortable and says to everyone that she has so much money. Their house, dad did buy it on a very good neighborhood. Mom did not pay for a single thing. Received money, but never using it to pay what she was supposed to. Also, when talking to people, she claims dad has never helped her when he is the very reason she's not in jail or beaten up. Has anyone had a similar experience like this? How did you solve it? We love her. She is his wife and my mother. Of course, we don't want anything bad to happen to her. She is not a bad person, just effed up in the head money wise. We don't know why. We want to fix her, but we don't know why. We are in desperate need of help. How to change her for good? Dad is desperate, thinking of a divorce, but nobody wants to give up on her. Just save her from herself. They're in their late 50s, too late to start over alone because I really don't see them dating or being interested in anybody else. By the way, mama's pension, a very good one, monthly payment for the rest of her life. Why the heck, I just had to change up that language, is she asking and disappearing so much money? Please, we want to know how to fix this. What are we supposed to do? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I would be doing an audit. Like, I would be getting all bank statements and everything. I would be following this woman around secretly to see where she's going and spending this money. Like, she's a woman, so it's like, at first I want to think that she has a different family somewhere with extra kids, but he saw when she was pregnant, so I have no idea. And then she's taking money from all the family, so she's not giving it to family. I have no idea. I thought she was on drugs. I really think she's on drugs. I think that you guys are certain that she's not on drugs because you don't want to see your mother that way. But I think she has a drug habit. And there's no new shoes, no new clothes, no new purses, no new cars, no new nothing. And it's thousands going missing. And she's pawning people off, their rings off for like next to nothing. Sounds like addict behavior to me. I'm sorry, but it's just, I don't know what to say other than like, this is just not, like she sounds like a drug addict. There's drugs. There has to be drugs or gambling. Like there's a serious problem and she needs help. Like she needs to go to Alcoholics or Narcotics Anonymous if they have it where you're at. Like this is insane. This is insane. I have no idea where she's spending the money. Y'all need to trail her. Somebody needs to trail her and see where she's going each day. Yeah, he needs to get a private detective. Dad has a bunch of money. Tell him to get a private detective and to have him follow her around because I think that's the only way that y'all ever going to find out where the heck all the money is going because mom is not fessing up to anything. I don't even know what else to say besides that. So I hope that gets better. That is very, very, very strange. Yeah, that's all I can say on that. So with that being said, that is our episode for today. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on 1322 Life. Submit your Thorn letters at 1322life.com/#Thorn. We look forward to hearing from you, hearing your stories. Let us know what you think. Let us know what we can improve. Let us know what things that you miss from 1322 Life if you were watching the prior seasons and you liked something from there too. We're always evolving. We're always trying to create something that you're going to love, you're going to enjoy. So we welcome your feedback at all times. Again, thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe so that we can continue to reach more people just like you. So please like and subscribe. It increases our reach and allows us to teach more people how to build wealth God's way. Have a great one.
1322 Live.
Hosted by Bree Smith.
Sibling.